Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? And yes, there has been a slight time gap and I haven't done anything, I was just AFK. I just took a very long nap, that's it. But it is a new day, and we have things to do. I believe one of the first things that I have to do is to empty our Necronomicon. You know, we need some catalyst. And yes, I missed another sacrifice. It's a very good thing that we aimed for a stack, and not exactly 58 or 59. I keep forgetting to kill the cow. Well, I mean, you have a beautiful show in front of you, why would you care about the cow? You know, this part confuses me the most. I need 10 more chaos planks, I think. So why is it that I think that we have so many more things to do? Because honestly speaking, we don't. Let us get this stupid chaos plank. Oh, we can't. Oh, it's okay. I just remembered why we can't. I mean, it's the Chaos Bubble. It's also the Spectre Coil Singularity, which we should have a teeny tiny bit more. Lovely. And generally a lot of other things. I just woke up. I'm sorry. I believe we should be able to have 20,000 more Spectre Coils. That should give us more gears. And in the meantime, we're going to work towards the recipe of the Creative ME Storage Cell. We're going to kill a lot of time. Do you know why? We have this. Elite Plating. Needs a Crystal Binder. Needs a Calcium Sulfate. Calcium Sulfate solution, and you get the gist. I have to find the route somewhere. Oh, we can have 10,000 more Spectre Coils. Okay. Lovely. You know, when that number hits 107,000, I can order 10,000. So as usual, let us see where we stand. We need some fading matter, a bit of pearls, some PCBs and some circuits, a bit of microchips, atomic alloy, and I guess some silicon chips. Oh, and obviously, 4 black hole units. You know, we need like one 128 cube spatial component, and I have just the one. Oh, it's because I already EMC'd that one. Okay, makes sense. Let's make a few copies. We are missing only 3 items. The creative chest, which is not going to be a huge problem, don't you worry, it's just a matter of time. Obviously the Omen ingots, which also is not going to be a problem, because as soon as we get the creative chest, this is cheap. It's going to be so cheap that even cheating it in is going to take more time. And of course, elite plating. So let us work towards that one. What we need is some fluorides. There you go. You know, I have never mentioned this, but this was the best machine I ever made in my life. We are not going to mention the name of the mod. So, fluid enricher, we have some water, we export it. That should give us fluoride water. Yes, perfection. We have to mix that fluoride water with sulfuric acid. That will give us calcium sulfate. I'm not going to make sulfuric acid from nuclear craft. We already have it for our neutral steel. We're going to use that. And I already forgot, how do you place this? Ah yes, this is correct. So we set the channel to sulfuric acid, we export the gas. Lovely. That is a rotary condensator. We just extract. Perfect. We have calcium sulfate solution. And then what the hell do I do? Okay. We don't need the fluids anymore. We just need 1 bucket of the calcium sulfate. So a crystallizer, we give you some power and voila. Calcium sulfate. You consume 13,000 RF per tick, and that's the speed? You're amazing. Also, I thought instead of having like 3 Omen ingots over here, maybe I should take a look at the Chaos Bubble. You know, it's kind of more important. As far as I'm understanding everything, we need 8 plates in total, so let's order 8 of you, a bit of binders, and that's 5 plates. Why? Oh yeah, it was making these ones. My bad. So here's something fun. We have the plates. I have nothing else to do. And I'm not really joking with you. The only thing that I have to do is to make some chaos planks, then make a few creative chests, and then, you know, do this recipe. Well, I guess I can work on the recipe of the creative chest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made chaos catalyst, we have made chaos planks, we have even made Omen ingots. And still I'm doing this manually. It's fine. After we get the creative chest, I'll dupe some. You know, out of everything that you need for a creative chest, why would you need a pebble? It's a very weird thing to jump from Omen ingots to pebbles. Also, I kind of forgot how many I need. Okay. That seems to be correct. You know, this is our final crafting recipe, and I wanted to make it sound more dramatic. That was huge. The problem is that I already had everything on auto crafting, minus the skystone chest, but that was easy to craft. So that's it for the creative chest. We have literally everything except the Omen ingots and the chaos planks. And probably I have to redo the recipe because it's a combination crafting. And you know what? We can even have the chaos planks. Yeah, there you go. 4 of them. Although this one does not really need a hopper because after we get our first creative chest, we're just gonna dupe them. And therefore what it comes down to is 6 more chaos planks. So 12 more of each and every ingot, 11 actually, and we should be there in a few hours. I'll go take a nap. Actually, before I take a nap, I think there's one more thing that we have to do. We don't need Oblivion Catalyst ever again, so we can turn you off somehow. If I can reach the lever. Thank you. We shall also go to our crops area. We don't need the wood farms to work. We should really fix that stupid thing. I've never moved it. I'm not exactly sure, but I do have a feeling that I need 1 million more ectoplasm. I could be wrong. Yes, that's what I wanted. The spirit. John Cena? Wasn't it John Cena? We only talk with John Cenas. Like these ones. Yeah? Okay. So just before I go AFKing, maybe we should have more spirits? Yeah, this one is empty. I believe I'm going with 6, not 8. And clearly I'm wrong. I was going with 7. And I think our TPS is going to be fine, right? What the hell? Oh boy, what happened? How did I turn off the power? There's actually no way in this universe that we don't have power. You know, you're here. Oh, it's not chunk loaded. Okay, that explains. Let us go and check if our farm in the end is fine. Yeah, now it's fine. You know, when I went to the hunting dimension, the overworld was not loaded, so that happened. Now I can go and take another nap. I just realized it's day 1111. I was not planning this. But yeah, for me it is the next morning. I was not AFK the whole time, maybe until midnight or something. And I have been thinking about the numbers. So out of the 4 Omen ingots that we need for the creative chest, we already have 3 of them, correct? And yes, we also have the chaos planks. So what it comes down to is that I need 6 more chaos planks at this very moment. So it wasn't 17 more of the Spectre Coil Singularity, I think it's a bit less. Maybe around 12. We already have 2 of them over there. A bit more should be ready inside the compressor. That's 7. I just ordered some Spectre Coils, so we should have an extra one very soon. Then if that is the case, we just need like 2 more. That's it. I mean, yes, later on we're going to need an extra one, but that's fine. By the time I'm done with the creative chest, that should also be ready. At least that is my hope. But we do have a decent supply of infinite chaos bubbles, I guess. One thing that I didn't check. Are you out of something? Yeah, that's the problem with being AFK. We're out of whole realms. That was a horrible thing to forget. But I think the number that we have is going to be enough anyways. We need 12, we have 16 for this recipe, and almost around 16 for this one. Good. We're done with this one at least. You see, here's the thing. The number of metals, gears, and plates that you see over here is a little bit misleading. Because I was aiming for 59 sets. Technically, we need only 58 sets. And I never finished on 59, we sometimes went to a stack. So yes, in about half an hour, we should be good. It has not been that long, but I think we need one more singularity. It's been crafted, so we should get it any second. So I guess in the meantime, I can get a few chaos planks. Here is 1, 3 of them in total. Now we're missing the ingot. You know, until right now it didn't really matter, but I wish we would have crafted Spectre coils a bit faster. I'm a very impatient person, just in case you didn't know. Any second. Perfection at its finest. So if I have not done any miscalculations, we need more outsides. That should give us 3 more metals, and that is all we need. Again, if I have not done any miscalculations. So the 5th chaos plank, we need 1 more wand of animation, and the final chaos plank. Obviously, the final omen ingot, and the moment of truth. Oh, you need a thing, a draconic chest. Are you gonna give me the creative chest? Oh, you are. You don't have power. Yes. Now you have power. Amazing moment. I know. Wish you had some power. Oh, 760 million at 760,000. So a bit. The problem is that we are powering this guy with an energy crystal, so it's not fast enough. And I did not pay attention to the numbers, so we might have to wait a bit. It's fine. We have to get prepared in order to make 1 more chaos plank. Oh, we are missing 1 oblivion death bomb. It's fine. We have the creative chest. We don't have it, but we're going to get it. Are you done? You're done. Amazing. Where did you go? Ladies and gentlemen, the creative chest. If that is the case, let us start cheating. Give me a Spectre coil. Lovely. This is just amazing. I just need to make 1 more singularity so that I would be able to... Oh, I have it. Okay. We need to make the final chaos plank. That's it. So we dupe you a bit, but just a bit. A bit of oblivion death bombs and the final chaos plank, which shall be duped. Oops. That's too many. I just wanted 6 for the omen ingot. Here's the final omen ingot and, well... we're almost done. So here is a slight problem. These hoppers are empty and I have no idea why. I need to be able to make 1 more creative chest and I have no idea how I screwed up the recipe. It was 4 chaos planks and 4 omen ingots. Oh, I did not mess up the recipe. They were supposed to be empty? Oh, they should be empty, of course. It's on the pedestal. You know, in Kappa mode, the second creative chest took days. I think the only reason that the Mythic mode was a bit simpler in the end game was because the ultimate singularity had EMC. Oh, we're done. And I throw it in a hopper. Yes, so infinite number of creative chests. Oh my goodness. A bit of omen ingots, and I think this was the recipe for the creative ME storage cell. You know, we just fill it in with omen ingots. Amazing. There you go. The final item, which we are going to dupe it a bit. I have an idea of how this guy should work. The problem is that, yeah, this one is empty. We put you in. Nothing crashes, good. Now, do we have infinite of everything? No. What if we give you a higher priority? Still no. Okay, so I had a chit chat with Prince Thomas, the traitor, and he told me that I have to use a cell workbench. Apparently what we have to do is to take one creative ME storage cell, put it inside, and I don't know, if we want to have infinite amounts of creative ME storage cells, we just specify it over here. So now if we put it inside a drive, we should have infinite amounts? Yes, 2.1 billion. Amazing. It's not something that we're going to need, obviously. I do understand that I have not finished all the quest lines and therefore I have not unlocked the simple achievements, but these are every single thing that we did in capo mode. So I don't really think there's going to be a point of making a max-sized turbine or a max-sized induction matrix or whatever. I think we just call it a day. As for our next mod packs, I have a few in mind that we're going to do them in succession. One of them is going to be FTB Infinity Evolved Expert, Enigmatica 2 Expert because I did not like the extended version one, and probably Nomi Factory. I think the next one is going to be Enigmatica 2 Expert because I really need some magic. And yes, I do really need to have some magic in my life. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode as well as the series. I'm hoping that you enjoyed it. Until the next one. Bye bye. Actually, before we wrap up, there is one more point. I had a bit of a burnout, so this part is exactly after the last episode that you just watched. And in that episode, I did mention that in order to make the death bomb, you cannot use anything other than a bucket. Somebody mentioned that I would be able to use a reservoir, then somebody else mentioned that I should be able to use portable tanks. And I just wanted to mention, no, you cannot use a portable tank. The only exception to this is treated wood because that's the recipe from the immersive engineering, so you can use a tank or whatever. Although there was another comment which made a lot of sense. So apparently you can animate an Oblivion death bomb. Can you? Okay, well, that makes sense, I guess. And that is all I wanted to mention. Bye bye again.